Hi, my name is Shannon and I'm the Quest on-campus supplies coordinator. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about tax credits and all the different parts of how you can ask people to join you in supporting Quest and your child's education. The first part of asking for tax credits is trying to figure out who to ask. For me, that seems to be the hardest part. One of the first ways that I always think through a list of people is by what's called name storming. It's brainstorming, but you're thinking of names of people. So how do you find that list to think through name storming? I do a Google search and come up with a group of people. So I Google searched this last week and I came up with this document. I printed it out and I go through these different groups of people. Some of the people on the list do not apply, but some do. So you think through and see if you can come up with 50 to 100 names. So there's my challenge for you. Come up with 50 to 100 names of people who live in the state of Arizona that you can ask for their tax credit donations. The next question to ask yourself is, how do I ask? Sometimes asking people for things, especially money, can be a little bit daunting, but if you remind yourself that it's not their money in particular you're asking them for, that might help to calm your nerves a little bit. They're redirecting their state taxes to be used by Quest for your family. So what I do in the how to ask, I think through how does that person like to be contacted? Some people like emails the best, some people like texts, some people like phone calls. You figure out how that person best likes to be communicated with and then ask them. If you're doing an email or a text, the easiest and most time-saving manner I have thought of is creating a form email. It can seem a little bit disconnected and a little bit impersonal, but it really does save you time and you can personalize it when you send it. At the beginning of the email or text or at the end of the email or text, put something personal in there with that applies to that person. If there was just a holiday or a birthday or how their kids are or what's going on in your life, make it personal for them, but you save that form and then you just resend that to every person that you've thought to ask through either email or text. For a text, I save it in the notes section on my phone and then I copy and paste it into the next text, always making sure to address that person in particular and make it personal. The next thing you can do is if you're doing a phone call, you can actually just read your email or text if that makes it easier and it takes the pressure off of you. But if you feel confident in asking and telling them that Quest is a qualifying charitable organization, then go for it. So you've done your ask, you've contacted that person by their preferred method of communication. The next thing you do is you wait 3, 4, 5 days, and if you haven't heard from them, reach back out. Do a short text, email, phone call, and ask them, hey, did you get my text, email, phone call? Wanted to follow up. Have you thought any about doing the tax credit donation for Quest for our family? The next thing you can do once you've reached out to people and asked them to consider donating to Quest is let them know how Quest has benefited your family. Maybe a short story, maybe something from your child, but letting people know how it makes a difference, that will move them toward considering giving their state tax credit to you and your family. We created a leaving piece, so to speak, that you can either send to people in an email or you can give to people. This is a template that the office has. If you would like to have something like this, reach out to office@questforeducationandarts.com and they can give you this template and you can personalize it to your family. Once that person or family has given their tax credit donation to you, you look in iClass, see that it's been credited to your account, write them a thank you note. Let them know, hey, we see that you gave. Thank you so much. We appreciate you investing in our family. How do you simply explain a tax credit donation to people. I have found that the easiest way for me to explain it is to talk about how your state taxes, Arizona state taxes, not federal, can go to either a qualifying charitable organization, a public school for extracurricular activities, private school, or to foster care or adoptive facilities. Quest falls under the qualifying charitable organization. And so I let people know that it's different than the school tax credits and that they can give their tax money to Quest as a qualifying charitable organization. They would fill out Form 321 with their taxes, and that lets the state know that their tax money needs to go to Quest.